Hello there, this is Nikolai, the manga boomer.
And I am Kai, the anime zoomer. And this is our podcast, Anime Zoomer.
And manga boomer.
Hello there. In today's episode 16, we will make another tier list. And oh boy, it will be a wild one. We will rank how the community perceives certain shows. So basically, if they are over or underrated. Besides those two, we will have a slightly over and underrated tier, as well as well rated tier. If we are split in our ranking, we will take the average between our rankings. So, like, basically, every time we make a tier list, we will take our average.
Yes, there will also be a lot of hot takes and wild takes because this episode is not a
Mm,
requirement that we have seen the show. We just talk about how the community perceives the show. So
yes.
quality may not
So,
be a deciding factor. A short explanation for the well rated tier is needed, I think, as well. Well rated means in this tier list that the community perceives the show correctly. So if a good show is perceived as good, it's well rated. And if a garbage show is received as garbage, it's also well rated because the rating is correct.
mm,
Shall we begin?
yes.
The
The
first
first
one
one is right.
is Apothecary Diaries. I think Apothecary Diaries would be a show which is well rated, but maybe 5 or 10 years in the past, the show would have been an underrated gem. But nowadays, slower shows like this, without that much action, are well rated and have a good production value, which I quite enjoy. That
Mm,
not your typical run of the mill show is just getting popular.
mm, true, true.
That's a good change for anime. More diversity is good.
That's that's true. Yeah.
So, do you agree, or would you put the show on another spot than well rated?
To be honest, I would go with slightly underrated. To be honest, because
That's also fine.
I don't think there are a lot of people who watched this show because it's from a rather unknown studio, right?
I don't care that much about studios. I heard in the manga and anime community quite a bit about it. With this show and Frieren, that they were changing the role that female leads were playing. Because
But
both
I
shows were airing at the
didn't.
same time.
But I didn't get much on social media about this show, like usual, like JJK, One Piece, all that stuff.
The big show, yes.
Mm. So I would go with slightly underrated, to be honest.
I mean, we can put it there and rearrange in the end,
Yeah,
if necessary. But it would be at the top of slightly underrated.
definitely.
The left side is closer to the tier above, and the right side is closer to the tier underneath.
Yeah,
So, the next one is Black Clover.
uh, yeah, you put it in. Right.
Yes. Yes, both of us has put some shows in. I think Black Clover is, I would also say, slightly underrated or well rated. Because it's a solid shonen. You don't hear that much about it. But the anime is kinda so-so, and the start of the anime is kinda rough because of the screaming from Asta.
Yep.
So a lot of and the pacing is could be better.
Yeah,
So because of that, a
definitely.
lot of people did not give this show the chance it deserves
To be honest,
because
for
it
me,
gets good.
yes, that's true. But to be honest, for me, I would go with slightly overrated because of the fandom that hypes Black Clover too much. We are being honest here. Black Clover is a good shonen, but not that much of a good shonen.
I'm not hearing anything about Black Clover compared to the rest, but that's fine. Then our average is well rated because you have it in slightly overrated.
I have friends who like Black Clover a lot, and they put it way higher than One Piece and stuff. And yeah,
Even though I'm not that much into One Piece currently, that's still cap.
true. I've heard it from them saying, "Yeah, Black Clover is better than One Piece."
It has some good hype moments and nice characters, but the plot is okay.
Yeah,
Let's say it like that.
that's why I would go with slightly overrated. Black Clover has a solid community, and I think they are overrating it a lot, a bit. Those, I don't know, they are almost at 1 million at my anime list,
Oh, I
and
don't know about those numbers.
they hype it a lot.
For me, my metric is how much YouTube videos or posts I see about it.
I take everything together that I have in my knowledge.
Yes. Should we go
Okay.
onwards to the next one?
Mm. And it's one thing that I put in there.
You wanted to talk about it multiple times, but I intervened because you didn't watch it. But in this episode, it doesn't matter.
Mm.
So go on.
Um, Bleach. There are a lot of fans that says Bleach is better than One Piece, and I mean a lot who say this, but it's definitely not true. I mean, I'm going to watch Bleach one day, maybe, maybe. Um, I've seen some pretty good animations in Thousand Year Blood War arc, but I think they overrated a little bit. It's it's definitely deserved in the top three.
Big free, you mean?
Yeah, big three, but it's definitely the worst of the three for me. So I would go with slightly overrated
Hmm?
because of the impact it has on animation studios and stuff like popularity. Naruto and One Piece is just bigger than Bleach.
That's true. I think Bleach is regarded in a higher spirit today because the anime Thousand Year Blood War is currently airing. If
Mm.
we would have made that list like 5 years ago, then the talk about Bleach would be definitely a different one.
Yeah, of course. Because of Thousand Year Blood War arc, there came a lot of fans to the
Yes.
show.
I mean, it's understandable. If you have a show that has not gotten an anime adaptation for like 10 years, then the fans are
Mm.
suddenly crawling out of their holes.
True.
So I would put it in maybe slightly overrated as well. I'm currently reading the manga. But I have to say the manga has really good artwork. It's
Mm.
definitely the best
Okay.
from the big three.
Okay.
But in terms of anime adaptation, slightly overrated is fine because the beginning of the anime is like Black Clover, but worse. The pacing is bad.
And Bleach has some filler arcs that are completely useless, right?
Yes, like all of the big three. You are always informing yourself in all shows and skipping fillers.
But Bleach has a higher rate than One Piece, I heard. Is it true?
Kinda. If
Okay.
you're talking about actual numbers of filler episodes, yes. But One Piece has more filler episodes in their more filler content in their canon shows. So in terms of how much time you would waste if you are watching the One Piece filler content in the Bleach content, I think actually One Piece is worse because of the padding
Uh,
of the episodes.
Hmm.
But in terms of
Yeah.
raw numbers of filler episodes, it's Naruto, Bleach, and then One Piece.
Hmm.
Then
Okay.
you can put it in
Let's go on.
slightly overrated.
Hmm? Yeah. Okay, let's go on with Blue Loku.
Yes.
And let's be honest, Nikolai. Have you seen season 2 so far?
No, I haven't even watched season one, so my perspective is manga only.
Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. If we wouldn't rate season 2 in the if we wouldn't put the rating of season 2 in it, we would put it at well rated.
Nope.
But boy, the animations in season 2 are getting out of hand. Like, dude, what the hell are they doing there? Like, they are PNG slideshows
PowerPoint
in season
presentation.
2. Yes, and I don't know what they are doing there in the studio. I don't know who makes this one, Blue Lock,
I don't know.
but
Less staff, much less time,
but
no budget.
but now definitely a lot of fans overrated. So I will go with overrated because of season 2.
I think even though I really like the manga, I would give it an 8.5 or 9. It's still overrated because in I think 2023 or 2 it was the highest selling manga in that year because of the football World Cup. And
Mm,
that's why it has gotten popular.
true.
So because of that, it's I think a bit overrated because the show is good, but it's not the highest selling manga. It's not that good. So I would put it
But
as
the
well in overrated or slightly overrated.
but the anime went in like a bomb. The anime went crazy over social media. Everyone liked it on social media, and
Yes,
it was really well rated.
wasn't it airing right before or after the World Cup as well?
I think so. Yes, I don't remember exactly because it's a time ago.
Yes, but it definitely played a role. Lula came just
Mhm.
at the right time.
Oh, I think it was before the World Cup, and then the Japanese national team had a Blue Lock inspired
Yes, when they
trigger.
won against or played a draw against Germany, something like
They
that.
won against
Ah,
us.
they won. Dark times.
Hmm.
So overrated or slightly overrated?
Overrated. It hurts my heart, to be honest. It really hurts my heart.
It's
But
a good show, but quality does not matter in this episode.
hmm. Okay, let's go on with another one from you.
On a favorite of ours, Chainsaw Man. I would put it
Hmm.
in well rated or slightly underrated because of the anime. Because there are only 12 episodes. And the
Hmm.
anime only just know the grasp of Chainsaw Man. And Mappa is taking their damn time to make season 2 of a Reese movie because of JJK or Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
So in the manga community, it's well rated. It gets its praise like it should. But the anime only is for them. Chainsaw Man is overhyped currently.
I can't add much to that, to be honest. It's the same goes for me. Like you said, the manga community is well rated, I think,
Yes,
and the anime is is slightly underrated because there are only 12 episodes.
the good stuff is coming. The true 10 out of 10
Mm.
stuff. So do
But I
we
heard a
rate?
lot of people that say that they dropped it because they don't like it.
I mean, when the expectations are so high, and it's just a good show but not a truly amazing show, I can understand. I had the same problem with Code Geass, which we talked about in the last or 2 episodes ago,
Yes. No, I think we can put it at slightly underrated. It's fine.
or at the bottom of well rated.
Mm, I don't think we can put it there. Stay at slightly underrated
We
then.
can change in the end if necessary.
Yeah. Another one from. Oh, it's from me, lol.
Yes, you are done, done, done.
I put it in there. Um, Danadan. I think Danadan gets a lot of likes. It's
I'm in
crazy
the
booming.
manga. I'm in the. Yes, I said that in our preview episode. But I'm not rating the anime currently because 3 episodes is not enough. I'm just rating the manga. But the
Yes.
manga is still well rated. So
Um, yes, but my perception of social media and stuff is that a lot of people like the show and a lot of people say it's really good and yes, I think it's well rated. The anime, the 3 episodes so far, there are a lot of dance for a specific person. Yes, it's well rated right now. I
yes,
think a lot of people think that it's a really good show, like it is.
I will put it at the top of well rated
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
we won't have a show which fits the description better this episode.
Yes. Did you put it in? No, I put it in. Okay.
Another one of yours. But I have for this one I have an opinion that surprises you because we are ranking the current situation of the show, not the peak of it. We can talk about the peak of its popularity, but we are rating how it's regarded now. But you put it in, you start first.
To be honest, I thought you would go with overrated, but no, I think you wouldn't put it at overrated. For me, it's slightly overrated. It hurts my heart too, just like Blue Lock, because a lot of people say that it's just carried by the animation,
True.
which is at some point true, yes. But the characters are really good for me. I like the characters.
The main
But
characters suck. The main
no,
trio. That's the
I like
problem.
them. They are funny. They have a specific comedy that I enjoy.
I hate the comedy from them. But
Um, yes, but there's also another big part which say Demon Slayer is the GOAT. Demon Slayer is pretty good. So slightly overrated fits
yes,
really, really well,
the
in my
14-year-old
opinion.
TikTok zoomers who like big colors, big animation, much wow, no plot.
Slightly
But
overrated fits Demon Slayer well
yes,
for
I
me.
I think the same because when Demon Slayer was at its peak, when it was the highest selling manga, the top of everything, it was overrated as hell. The show had nothing that justified that, just the animation. And even on the animation side, you can argue because the CGI is still visible, even though it's hidden really good. But at points, it's still you can still see the CGI and the differences to the
Bro
hand
looks at every
counterparts.
frame since One Piece. Impact frames.
You can still see it, but it's still good. But Demon Slayer, the characters are not my kind cup of tea. The side characters, the Hashiras, that's how they're called. The ones that I know are really cool. But the main characters, they scream a lot. Zenitsu is a creep. Inosuke is funny, but the gag is old, and Tanjiro is the most boring and bland character for me. But for example, Rengoku and the other guy, the
Oh, the sound Ashira.
yes, in Germany we call him
Usui.
Shisha Brother, who was smoking his pipe and listening to rap. That guy was also alright. Plus, I think the power system in Demon Slayer is complete horseshit still. The breathing techniques. Because all of the fun stuff that you're seeing, the elemental stuff, it's just fake. It's just imagination. It is not happening in the real fight. It's so dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, to be honest.
But the last 2 seasons, I heard that people thought that they were mid, not good. So it's not overrated. It's slightly overrated.
Mm,
I still can put it even behind Bleach. Because I
yeah,
hear more about Bleach when newest season than the last Demon Slayer season, where people said it was just filler. Besides the last episode, I hear that was really good. With
It
the newest Demon Slayer
was.
season.
UFO table did put a cock on the table for real. And it's big, really big. But yes, let's go on with your next one.
On to my next one, Doro. Underrated as hell because of a mediocre anime adaptation plagued by CGI. Plus, I think Doro is not really adaptable because it's one of a series who is really good in black or white because of the mud and all of the gruesomeness, the gore. It just looks better than black and white. Also, the anime was heavily censored.
That's your reason.
Yes, the manga is brutal as hell.
Yeah, I see.
I mean, have you seen the picture of the first episode when Kaiman is eating the magician in the manga and the comparison from the anime?
I'm talking about different censoring, not the stuff that you mean.
Yes, I know what you mean. I'm just covering it up and going on to the next point. That's
Doro.
that's also a huge loss. Because the
Yeah.
fans of Doro is actually not offensive. It's adapted good. It's logical. It's not just you get a glimpse for the boys. It's just, oh, they are fighting. Yeah, their clothes are torn off. Happens.
Yeah. And you can see boobies. Like everything.
Yes. It's a seinen. It's a
Mhm.
it's a mature rated for a reason.
Yep. Um, yeah, I go with you. It's underrated as fuck.
Uh,
I can't say much more about it.
yes. But it's getting a second season still. I was
Huh?
surprised. Yes.
For real?
Yes. I was
Oh,
quite
cool.
surprised because season 1 was
A few
before
years ago.
2019, 2020,
Yeah.
something like that.
Mm. But nowadays everything gets a second season, unlike one specific anime.
I don't know which anime this is in our tier list. Hmm.
Hmm.
Uh, but that comes later.
Hmm. Next one is from me.
Yes.
And I always do the joke Dr. Stein because it's the German word for stone.
Correct.
That's why I always say Dr. Stein because it sounds funny. um,
Dr. Stein.
for me, I would go with slightly underrated because a lot of people just say it's mid, it's boring, but it's actually good. So I will go with slightly underrated.
I'm currently reading it, and I think currently it can be slightly underrated or well rated, but when the first season was coming, it was quite popular. So at that time, I would say it was slightly overrated.
Hmm,
But currently, slightly underrated is fine. Because of the science stuff, it's not for all people. I don't
definitely.
care about it much as well. I'm just
I
reading
do
the
care
manga
about
for
it.
Boichi art, and Boichi art is still good, even though it's a bit worse than in his other series because he is drawing a shonen which is weekly, but still good.
To me, it's very interesting to see the whole science thing that he does all the time because I like science. I'm a science guy.
Are we talking? Are we ranking the manga or the anime?
I'm ranking both together as one.
Okay,
The whole
because the anime is overrated, the manga is fine.
I don't hear a lot of people say much about it, about the manga,
Yes. That's why we
but
can put it in slightly underrated.
mm, I
But
would
behind
say
Chainsaw Man and
it's a
for
man.
Carrie
Yeah,
Diaries.
yes, exactly.
Fire Force, the next one of mine. I put it in this because of the fan service. Because Fire Force is a good show, but I hear a lot of people complaining about the fan service and dropping it. And
Mm, mm.
it's not that bad. You're dropping this and watching One Piece or Black. No, Black Clover is fine, but you're watching One Piece, Bleach, or Naruto, or Bleach. Like, come on, guys.
We for real, man.
Yeah, a hypocrite if you're, for example, watching One Piece. Because the women
Mm.
in One Piece look way worse than in Fire Force. Even though in Fire Force there are some scenes where they are falling in convenient places. It's an
But
anime.
I,
It's
but I
slap.
think it's just a character trait of the specific
Yes,
person.
it's because of one person. Fire
Mm.
Force, it's one of the best shonen. You all are not watching it because just because of that. The series gets a bad rap. It's even not that bad. So I will put it in slightly underrated. Because the show is really good. Both anime and manga. Art and animation are amazing. Anime soundtrack. The characters are nice. Arthur is so funny.
Mm. I don't hear a lot of things about it on social media, but when I see something about Fire Force, then a lot of people say it's good, you should watch it. So I think there are some few that say, oh, the fan service is annoying as fuck. But
I
I
only
think,
hear about that.
but I think more people say that it's good as it is than just fan service is annoying. So for me, it's well rated, to be honest.
You can put it at the end of well rated. That's also fine.
Hmm.
Frieren. I think we are having the first argument or big gap now. For me, Frieren
Hmm.
is well rated where it is. That's facts. It's just a cozy comfort anime slash manga with great fantasy aspects. The music, the presentation, the anime is great. I love the characters. There's also some action, shockingly, and it's better animated than most of the things that came out this year. But if you are digging a tunnel and stopping before a goal, and then complaining that there's not enough action, then skill issue, not an issue of a show. It's the best rated anime for a reason on Mal. That's facts.
Yeah, I can't go with other things than well rated too, to be honest, because it was so hyped on social media and everyone liked it. So it must have a reason because it's there. So I would go with Behind Dun at well
Yes,
rated.
you need to finish it at some time. You watch the
Mm,
first 4 episodes, right?
yes.
You just stop before two arcs who have a nice action climax. So you
Yeah, I
need to
hear
continue.
that season two is really announced, so
Yes,
I will definitely watch it before season two comes out.
yes. Plus, it just has a nice vibe. I actually thought when putting it in, you were putting it in overrated.
And
Because you told me you did not like the first 4 episodes.
but I have to throw in that I enjoyed Spice and Wolf, which hasn't a lot of action too, and is kind of similar in some ways to Frieren. And I
It's a
like
cozy
Spice and
show as
Wolf.
well, yes.
Mm. So I will definitely give it a watch someday.
He's growing up. But that's another question I wanted to ask in the last episode. This I can talk about shortly. How often do you give series a second chance? Because
You
it.
asked this last episode.
And I ask about how long you are watching some things.
No, I thought you asked. Um, do you give a second chance? Yes,
Really.
that too.
I'm getting old.
um, yeah, but I will definitely give it a second chance.
Then on to the next one. Hell's Paradise. I think it's a perfect example of a good show that is underrated because, again, of the anime. I think we can see a pattern. The anime is per se not that bad, but it's not amazing. Also 12 episodes, which is like Chainsaw Man. It's, I think, a Mappa problem as well. Mappa has so much shows, they make them, give them 12 episodes or 24, and then it takes years to get another season.
Hmm.
Because let's be real, Hell's Paradise, we have to wait like 1 or 2 years at least for second season.
I think more than 2 years.
Because Mappa has so much shit.
Hmm. A lot of shit.
Yes. So Hell's Paradise was airing, nobody talked about it, and the manga is finished since 2 years? Maximum 3 years, so no people are talking about it as well.
Hmm.
But it was famous at one point because it was in the Dark Trio with Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen when they were airing in 2018, I think. Because they
Hmm.
started around the same time.
So yeah, if we talk about when it aired when the first season aired, then I would go with Red Rated because the anime was quite liked by the community.
I did not
But
hear that much.
I did. I'm social media expert, right?
I'm more on the manga side than the anime side.
um, but yes, after season one ended,
There was
it's that
nothing.
calm. Yeah, it's that calm, so it's underrated.
It's underrated, not slightly underrated.
Yeah, underrated. So,
Then
do you have it somewhere else than underrated?
I have put it at slightly underrated.
Slightly.
At the end, behind the Dr. Stein.
Yeah, okay, I can go. Oh, yeah, let's
Maybe we
go with.
can rearrange in the end.
Mm.
You
So
have
the
the next
next
one.
one, yeah, it's from me and Hunter. Hunter.
I have some wild takes about it as well.
Uh, I don't know what to say about it that much. I
I
hear
have
a
a
lot of.
mighty hot take.
Okay, I have a lot of good things about it, and I heard a lot of bad things about it. So I don't really know where to put it. That it's really appreciated and really mirrors the opinions of the community. Mm,
First things, I have not read or watched it, but the manga has, from what I heard, problems. Because the author has bad health issues with his back. So, first of all,
mm,
he hopes he gets well. He can't sit or
yeah.
lay down or draw. So, the manga is basically on hiatus. Plus, when the power system is that complex that there is so much text, it's a Bible. But the anime adaptation is supposed to be good. So, whatever I say now, I don't think the show is bad. But the fandom sucks ass. Because whenever you are talking about any power system, a Hunter x Hunter fan spawns and, oh, what about the Nin? Nin is the greatest power system. Oh, look at Hunter x Hunter. It is so much better than other shonen. Ooh, I'm an elitist. Shut the fuck up. It's still a shonen. Only seinen tards can say that they are elitist to the shonen boys. Not shonen boys can say that to shonen boys.
Mm,
So overrated because of the fandom.
okay. Yep. So I will go with slightly overrated because of the community, but the show is good. It's okay.
I think it
So,
will be good.
mm, but it's definitely overrated by the fandom.
Also, I don't like the character designs because both of the main characters look like 3-year-olds. Plus, the
Yeah,
names of them sound dumb of the characters.
yeah. Okay, I will go with overrated with you because of the fandom.
I will put it behind Blue Lock for now.
So is the next
JJK,
one? Yeah, it's from you.
the king of overrated, because it sucked. It was so good. I can understand why people rated high after Shibuya, but after Shibuya it crashed down. We talked a lot about it, but because of that, it's overrated because it sucks, and people still rate it highly.
Mm, I'm only rating the anime point, so I only rate till Gojo got sealed in the train station, and to this point, it's well rated. Let's be honest. To this point,
I
Jujutsu
think till
Kaisen.
till the ending of Shibuya, it's good.
Mm, but let's don't talk about the ending. Everyone hated the ending. If we talk about the ending of the manga, we have to go with overrated.
Yes.
So I don't want to do this, so I will go with well rated here. I will just rate to Shibuya.
Uh, then it's in slightly overrated because I'm a manga guy. But it's on
That's fine.
top of slightly overrated.
Yeah, that's fine for me.
Funnily enough, there are a lot of similarities between Bleach and JJK. They are standing right beside currently.
mm,
In terms of themes and what the show are, the supernatural aspects and so are quite linked.
mm.
Colors, hollows, and curses are kind of similar.
So, do you want to hear the next hot take I have?
Yes.
My Hero Academia is definitely overrated as fuck. I don't like the show.
Suche the
The
father
fandom sucks, the
possibility.
characters suck, the quirks suck. Everything is bad in the show. I don't like it. The whole series is overrated. The
I think
fandom is the fucking annoying. They're the worst community that I've ever experienced. Not gonna lie.
I think
Overrated.
the show is definitely, for me it's only slightly overrated because my hero has a quite conundrum. Because you have an arc which is, oh, it's really good, 9, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, it's really good. And then comes the most ass school arc, which is a 3, 1, 2, 0 out of 10 on this sort. It's like, how is the English word? Sinuskurve, we call it in Germany. You have a plateau, and then you are falling down to a low point. Then a plateau again, then a low point. This curve is basically my hero.
And definitely the ending was so ass.
I have
The
not heard,
ending,
I have not read about the ending because at someday I will finish it.
the ending is completely ass.
But we can put it in overrated if you want. We can put it
That's
also in the top of overrated.
okay. Then just put it at the top.
I think you will be happy with that.
Yeah, I hate the fucking fandom from My Hero.
The next one. I put in
Okay.
for you because I want to spout out another hot take. There is the not small to medium sized community online who likes a bad show and wants a second season, but your show is so irrelevant, but you are coping every year that you want a second season. I've tried to watch it. The premise is ass. The characters I don't like. The syscon lolly shit. The color grading looks horrendous. And the games are boring. You can watch Alice in Borderland and have way more fun.
The fuck you mean small show?
Small to
They are
medium, small to medium sized.
no, no, no. It's bigger than a lot of big anime. It has 2.4 million members on my anime list.
Who cares? It's still irrelevant.
No.
If it would be that big and profitable, where's season 2? I'm not seeing it. Anime is there to promote the source material. So there's not no much gain in making a second season. Because it's that irrelevant, so overrated.
Dude, some copium. Holy shit, though.
You are coping with your wish to get a second season.
Nah, 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 nah. Um, I will go with uh, lightly underrated, to be honest. For me, it's the other side.
It's
It's a
just
good show. A lot of people say that they want a second season, just like me. There are 2.4 million members.
yes, but I don't like it. Fandom is so loud. They
But
want their second season.
we want it. Um, Slightly underrated for me it is because the anime is good. I like it a lot, and a lot of people like the anime.
It's people with bad taste. If they watch it again today, their opinion will change because the show is
No,
quite old as well.
no,
It's 10 years old, right? Or something like that.
it is, but the banger.
Color grading ass lolly bullshit.
Cap, cap. It's the intents of the game. You're not a gamer if you don't like this one.
Alice in Borderland is 10 times better than this shit.
The games, the games.
Yes, Alice in Borderland has the most peak games.
No, 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 definitely not.
And Usogui exists, which I need to read it someday. That's peak as well.
Okay, the next one
Where
is a
should we?
break.
Where should we? Where do we need to put it? You haven't decided.
Overrated and lately underrated.
Yes,
It's
we
a
need
big.
to. We need to decide. Bottom or
uh,
slightly overrated?
yeah, but let's go no, slightly overrated then.
Because Dan looks so nice on top of well rated. It fits so perfectly.
Hmm.
Because that would be the alternative.
Yeah, then let's put it at slightly overrated. Okay. The next one is another one from me. Or was the last one? No, the last one was from you.
For me, yes, because I wanted to spout out my hot take.
So, One Punch Man. What the fuck was this pronunciation?
Who
Um,
knows?
One Punch Man. um, Slightly overrated it is because the show has some good action, some good battles, but Saitama is OP and it's kind of boring that he just one taps enemies. I mean, the last battle of season one was
Gets the
good,
chorus.
good animated,
Yes.
but season two went downhill because of the change of studios, animation studios.
Yes.
So slightly overrated it is for me.
One Punch Man is a perfect example for a show that only needed one season. Because the
Mm,
premise is good, the comedy is funny. But when you have a nice trick, you need to only show it once. Because when the audience has seen your trick, they are getting bored real quick.
mm,
Plus, there's another thing that exists. It's Mashal. Mashal is just a better One Punch Man.
definitely.
But One Punch Man art in the manga, very good artist. But still overrated. Where in overrated
You,
do we want to put it?
um, I don't care. To be honest,
Then,
I don't care. For me, both is fine.
um, then let's put it in the end of overrated.
Okay.
Because season 2 and what comes next with the manga, at least what I've heard, is not that high regarded.
Mm. So One Piece is from me, right?
Yes.
Where? No, it's not from me.
Oh, true, I had One Piece.
Yeah, you
Yep.
put it in.
Yes. I think One Piece is, it pains me to say, but slightly overrated.
Exactly my thought, to be honest.
Because manga art, I said it a lot of times, not that good. Enemy
Mm.
pacing, horrendous. Wano art
Mhm.
was disappointing in the end. In the end, for because of all the build up, and the ending was too simple and too disappointing. So, but Ekek art really good.
Mm.
So
I
the
hear that a lot of people rant about One Piece.
anime pacing is unwatchable garbage. It's ass.
So friends of mine who watched One Piece only because of the hype from Gear 5 and then only watched the Gear 5 battle said, "What the fuck is this goofy ass shit?" And I was like, "Bro, what the fuck? You watch anime because you watch One Piece because only Gear 5 was hyped."
Gear 5 is a
So,
good example. I find the first One Piece Gear 5 episode was horrendous in
mm,
retrospect. The
yes.
animation was not great, and the
Mm,
pacing was ass. The current Gear 5 that we have and the Gear 5 that came after it, that was good. That's how it should have been.
mm. So slightly overrated, we both said already.
Yes. I would.
Let's put it behind Bleach and between Demon Slayer then.
That's fine. Now you have a free piece. The next three ones are from you.
Oshinoko. Another example for a well received first season. Second season was good too.
Yes.
But I think a lot of people hated on the incest plot, like me. I hate on the incest plot as well
Have you
because
even read it? Or do you
I
just know the
I
spoilers?
I have feared about it and I have seen some panels which made me yeah, which made me almost puke.
I've only.
Just a joke.
Says the guy who likes No Game No Life with his incest lolly. Crap.
But they don't have a relationship with each other.
I was joking.
Mm,
I only saw
but
one panel and heard about the spoilers, so I'm waiting when I see it. Also because this plot can play a big role because the manga is ending soon. And I think
mm,
for me there are only two, a maximum of three volumes left.
mm,
So even though it happens and in whichever form it happens, it does not play a big role. So I think for me
um,
it would be probably acceptable. If not, then I will say it on the podcast and eat my words now.
I will go with the bottom of slightly overrated because I think it's definitely a little bit overrated from the communities.
That's fine.
I mean, it's a pretty good show and it's very enjoyable,
Yes.
but it's not
I
better
think
than Dandadan or Frieren.
I think it's also a rare example where the anime is better than the manga as well because of the music, acting, and so on.
Mm. Okay, we have a powerhouse of three after another from me. The next one is the quintuplets. Dude, I hate it that there's nowhere I can find a single volume of the Quint. Nowhere. It's so fucking annoying. Which
Amazon.
which does mean that the show is well received,
Well,
but
it's not
there
getting
aren't
reprinted.
there aren't a lot of fans on Quints, which means the volumes get quickly sold. Um, but I think the few fans that enjoy it would say that it's slightly underrated.
I
And
think currently they are not fans of the show, they are just fans of the characters.
yeah,
Because, let's face it,
the
the show has ended and the show is irrelevant for most people. But you still like
mm,
your favorite Quint.
mm,
So because of that, nobody is talking about it. They're just naming their favorite Quint in a waifu conversation, that's it.
yeah. Yes, I will go with slightly underrated.
That's fine. We're slightly underrated?
In the middle.
Yes, that's fine as well. The next one. You will be surprised about what I have to say about that.
I will go with. I don't know how to rate this shit because nothing happens and a lot of people hate it, but it's not overrated. It's below and overrated. It's because
Well,
no one's rating it.
it's well rated because everybody knows that it's bad.
Yeah, okay, then yeah,
That's also a definition of well rated here because people
but
are rating it currently.
okay, then let's put it next to Frieren and the Black Clover.
I will put it in the end of well rated.
Okay, then let's put it at the end.
Rosario plus a vampire. Another one for me that's underrated because of the anime. Because the first season, it's fine. It's mostly accurate. It's an edgy harem, the first season. But in the second season, it becomes one of the best battle shonen in the manga. While the anime continues to be an awful edgy harem. So because of that, nobody knows that the show is can even be good. So it's underrated at the bottom. It's really, really good the manga, but nobody knows it exists.
Yeah, I don't know it either. That. So where do you put it? I can't give an opinion on that because I never heard of it.
Then it's the
So
bottom of underrated.
yeah, it's only your opinion. There's inter
I mean, if you
I
don't
can't.
know it, then it's underrated. Because you are a social media guy, like you said.
Hmm. Yeah, okay, that's
If
true.
the next one are, for me, the last three ones. So, Tokyo Revengers. Where do you think I would put it? The answer might surprise you.
Don't do that to me.
The answer might surprise you. Where do you think I will put it?
Think you will go with slightly overrated.
Well rated.
Aw.
Because The ending is the worst thing ever known to mankind. Everyone agrees on that. It's the worst ending in anime manga. It's an insult when you're nowadays recommending Tokyo Revengers to something. The ending is complete horseshit. What people
The
are saying.
story ended for me when Kisaki was dead. The
So
story
now,
is over for me.
so now I can say, yes, guys, I saw that after 3 episodes that it's bad and horseshit. You wasted your time. So for me, people are finally rating it like myself as bad. It's well rated. The same as Rental Girlfriend.
Fine. Then let's go with rated.
And we are putting it beside Rental Girlfriend. Vinland Saga. I think in the manga community, it's the definition of the perfect, well rated, 10 out of 10 rated manga. But I don't know how it's in the anime community. I only heard that from season 2 there was one popular line, but besides that, I heard that the anime season 2 was boring for many people.
Mm.
What did the social media guy hear about it?
So basically, I can just throw one thing into the ring, and this one is the last year's Crunchyroll Anime Awards, where Vinland Saga didn't get one single award.
Crunchyroll Awards was shit.
Yep, but
Because Demon Slayer
that's
Best Fantasy, when Mushok is in the ring, Riot!
that's just one thing that makes me realize Vinland Saga is slightly underrated. Because why you put everything over Vinland Saga? I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen was good last year, but Vinland Saga deserved at least one award.
Yes, it had one of the coolest quotes and scenes.
So for me, it's definitely slightly underrated.
We can put it on the top of slightly underrated because for
Behind Apothecary, I think.
well, we can put it on top because in terms of Farmland arc, there were a lot of people who were skipping it. I heard because there was not that much action.
Mm.
Or we can put it behind the apothecary. It's also fine. Then the last one, The Witch and the Beast. You watched it, right?
Yes.
I think it's unfortunately underrated or slightly underrated because the anime was not that good compared to the manga. The voice acting, the backgrounds, the atmosphere was all fine. It was really atmospheric, but it was also a PowerPoint presentation, and it's like Doro. It looks so sick in black and white. It just fits the aesthetic perfectly, the manga, that it's black and white. The colors did not do the show justice. And I don't know if it's getting a second season because I hear nobody talking about it.
Mm.
Even though
So,
the adaptation wasn't that bad, but underwhelming.
mm,
Also, the manga is on hiatus for 2 years, so nobody's talking about it as well. It's even
yeah.
unclear if it's even going to continue.
Where would you put it?
Top of underrated or bottom of slightly underrated?
Um, let's go slightly underrated, bottom of slightly underrated. For me, it's fine with that.
Okay, so anything that should be changed?
Let's go from up to down.
Yes.
Um, Rosario X Vampire, I can't say something about it. You want to let it there?
Yes. It's a
What
prime
do
example of a good manga, the second season where the anime has butchered it. Plus, the first season of the manga, because manga is in seasons also, did not do it justice because it was just serviceable.
let's see. Dodo Dodo can stay there in underrated.
Yes. Because the manga is goaded.
Yeah, it's a good manga. I like it.
I think Witch in the Beast is fine because we had that now.
Mm.
I think Hell's Paradise as well.
Yeah, it's okay there.
And then we have three slower shows without that much action. We have Vinland, Dr. Stone, and Apothecary. That they are also fine.
Mm.
Then we have the Quints. Hmm. Maybe I will put the Quints at the end of well rated. Because in
Really?
hindsight, it's just an alright show, and you hear occasionally some talk about it.
Yeah.
Plus, there was also a movie last year or something. Or is the movie coming?
The movie is out already. It's
Ah,
almost a year old now, I think.
yes, it's a bit
And I
old.
never watched it.
Me neither, but for example, compared to Hell's Paradise, you hear nothing. Like, yes, Dr. Stone is now getting a second season, but beside of the manga ending, you also hear nothing. So I think it should be above those two right here.
Dr. Stone?
Nee, the Quints should be above Dr. Stone and, for example, Hell's Paradise 1 tier.
So well rated at the end.
Yes, because you hear occasionally about it.
Okay, fine. So we are now in well rated, right?
I think Chainsaw Man can stay there because of the anime.
Mm. Yeah.
Yes, when well rated. Do you have anything that you want to change?
No, well rated is perfectly good like this. I mean, you have to have to make a quote. What's the glamour means in English?
Uh, I
A
don't know.
curve, a bracket, curvy
Bracket,
bracket.
bracket.
You have to make a bracket around Rent a Girlfriend and Tokyo Revengers. But yes,
Yes,
the well
because
rated is fine.
they are shit shows, but everybody knows that they are shit shows, so they are well rated correctly. I think Black Clover is also a good, mediocre shonen, which all people are saying. Frieren is the go-to anime, that's correct, and Dandadan is really good, and people know that.
Mm. Yep.
Slightly overrated. Anything you want to change there?
Nein. Nein, ich bin ehrlich, ich finde es so gut, wie es ist. Ich finde auch Overrated so. Oh,
The
bruh.
German comes out.
I'm so sorry. Oh,
Heavens.
uh,
Yes, but I think everything is correct.
yes, that's what I said. I said legit, slightly overrated can stay as it is, and
Yes,
overrated can stay as it is.
all of the tiers are fine. And
Oh man.
that's it for today's episode.
Yeah, I don't have any progress made. It's just the seasonal animes,
Yes, we
so we
will
can.
talk about it next episode.
Mm,
I talked about my progress with Dr. Stone a bit, what I liked.
mm.
Do we have any ideas for our next episode, or is that still undecided?
Next episode. One option that you gave sounded good. I, when did you send it? And where did you send it?
In ideas for episodes.
Ah, true, true.
I said you can decide what's the next.
Um, yes, join our Discord. We will put a link in the description. So join the Discord to get news and stuff. We have to post stuff on our Discord. Um, where is the, I don't find it. The ideas. Where's it?
It's a
Where's
channel.
it?
It's a channel named Ideen für Folgen.
Where? I don't.
Hey, you're blind.
Huh? Dude, I'm. Oh, oh, okay. It's
It's found.
it's isekai. Let's make an isekai episode. I
Nice.
I want to talk about isekai.
Yes, that's alright.
Next episode will be going around isekai. We will we will think about something good that we can talk about definitely.
Yeah, some nice isekais, even though the genre has a better rep.
A bad reputation, yes, it definitely has.
Then I think that's it.
Yes, it is.
Have a
We
nice
thank you.
time, whatever you are listening to our podcast. I butchered it.
Hey, thank you for listening, guys. We hope
Bye.
to see you next time.
Bye.